We have continuing coverage of the building collapse in downtown Davenport. Good evening, I'm Sharon DeReek. Tonight, a woman was found in the building and taken to safety. TV6's Hernan Gutierrez is live at the scene right now and joins us now with more on what's going on down there right now. Hernan?
Wow, I can't believe it.
That rescue happened just about 2 hours ago.
Announced to us, so 8 o'clock.
Waiting from a third-floor apartment.
Third floor?
Behind me over here, crews from the Davenport Fire Department were able to call in a bucket truck to assist in the rescue and get her out of.
So there it is.
Safety.
There's confirmation of the lie.
Rescue from a TV6 viewer. We don't know any other details about who she was or what her condition is tonight. What we do know is that there is a growing crowd of people just over to the
protest this.
Concerns that there could still be people in there.
See?
We've told you earlier today that as of this afternoon, the building was set to be demolished this morning, and we are getting conflicting reports as to whether or not that is still happening tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, one former resident of the building tells me that this disaster is something that was avoidable.
There was cracks in the walls that were starting last week, and nobody, responded about that. And now, come to find out, that was probably a huge deal that could have been either prevented or evacuated people out of there. It was just not safe living conditions.
According to Davenport's website, the apartment building underwent 32 inspections since 2020. In that time, it failed a roofing inspection in November of 2020, and it failed 9 electrical inspections, the most recent happening in February of this year. According to the city's neighborhood services director during a press conference this morning, they didn't issue an order to the building's owner for structural repairs. He says it's too early to tell what caused the collapse.
Well, once fire releases the scene, we'll begin an extensive investigation to find out what exactly caused it. But we'll be working with getting information from the engineer group that the building owner hired to direct the repairs.
According to the Iowa Secretary of State's website, Andrew Wold is registered as the owner of the company that is the owner of the building. According to city officials, he was on the scene last night. TV6 was not able to get in contact with Wold. Live in Davenport, Hernan Gutierrez, TV6 News.
All right, thanks, Hernan. Now, Jacobs, who we spoke to in that last story, was able to get reunited with her pet earlier today. The Humane Society of Scott County picked up her dog, Xenon, who was able to get in touch with Jacobs, who came to the shelter this afternoon to pick her up.
I don't know what happened.
Obviously, mom and daughter.
I don't know if this is sideways or not. It doesn't look like it's right. I was trying to get the whole picture. Sorry.
And we have gotten several emails from people who say their pets are still in.
See, they're still in there.
Tonight. The Scott County Humane Society posted this on their Facebook page. You are asked to fill out the form with all the information about your pet and your apartment number, but you do need to act quickly. The deadline is tonight at 11:30.
Jeez, that's an hour and a half.
Will be turned over to rescue teams by midnight to see what, if anything, can be done to save those animals. Meanwhile, we are getting word there will be a protest to save the animals tomorrow morning, starting at 7.
Good.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds has issued a disaster proclamation in Scott County. The order activates the state's individual assistance grant program for those impacted by that partial collapse. It provides grants up to $5,000 for households with incomes up to 200% of the federal poverty level. You can apply for those grants on the Iowa Health and Human Services website. And of course, we'll keep you updated on the latest in the apartment complex on air and online. You can download our news app or visit our website to give you all the up-to-minute details.
Okay.
New tonight, multiple homes and garages were damaged in a massive fire.
All right, so there's your update. This is live, so I can't pause it. There's your update. So it looks like there's enough of a protest out there that they're at least considering delaying the demolition. So again, I put it on the last video, but there's a lot of people are asking other people to call the mayor's office tomorrow to have them stop this demolition. And if maybe if they get enough people to call and say, hey, delay this demolition so we know for sure that everyone's out of this building and all the pets are out. So if you could do that, here's the number. It's Mayor Matson. You're probably not get a hold of the mayor himself. I'm sure he's going to be pretty busy. But you get the office and maybe talk to somebody. 563. Oh, let me just leave the number there. You guys can read that. You know, if you feel compelled to call, please do, and let them know that you're concerned about these people. And at least, please pray for these people. Please pray for the missing people. Please pray for the pets. Please pray for all those that are involved that are now homeless. They're gonna, need some help and some prayers. They're gonna need some comfort in these times. So, there we go. I'm also gonna try to go over there and see what I can do. I don't think I can get too close. They're warning people not to go near the area. So I'm gonna have to probably walk a little ways to try to get to the area. But I'm gonna see what I can do. Maybe there'll be somebody out there that I could talk to, see what they say. All right, so there it is. Wow. I don't know, I just don't feel right. This isn't sitting right with me. I feel like there's something wrong in the situation. So I don't know. We're supposed to just be getting all low 90s for the rest of the week. All right, so
Day weekend. Nana Shama spoke with a veteran about his ordeal and the heartbreak he's experiencing after losing over 21 years worth of military memorabilia.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what I'm going to say that right now.
Fred Voorhees served in the United States Army for 21 years. He says every piece of memorabilia from that time was lost when part of the Davenport building collapsed Sunday afternoon while he was asleep.
I was sleeping and then I heard a great big noise. I opened up the door to my apartment and it was like daylight. It's like it was supposed to be a hallway.
Fred lives alone. He says he's on medication for high blood pressure, heart disease, and anxiety. All his meds left behind in what was once his home.
They pretty much lost everything.
Jacqueline Gillespie is Voorhees' daughter-in-law. She said when her husband called to tell her that the building collapsed, she didn't believe it.
He's a jokester, so we thought maybe he was just kind of, joking around about it, but when he's like, no, I'm serious, my building collapsed, he got a hold of me and was like in shock.
Gillespie and her family usually visit Fred during the week.
I was actually going to visit him yesterday, and for some reason my gut feeling told me not to visit.
For right now, the fear of the unknown remains.
I got a bus I can stay in, there's no backup plan where I'm living at right now.
Wow. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Could have been avoided. It's terrible. All right. I'll see what I can do and see if I can go down there and get some coverage. Love you guys. Pray for this whole situation. Wow. God bless.